Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and this show is part of the larger Capitalize Your Best podcast network of shows. On Mondays, we have This Is Gonna Hurt, which is about making it better you. It's a personal growth podcast. On Tuesdays, we have Coach Training Partners, which is about helping coaches create programs or helping them increase their revenue. On Wednesday, we have Capitalize Your Best, which is a business and marketing podcast. On Thursdays, we don't have a formal podcast, but we have a live 11 a.m. Capitalized coaching call. And then on Fridays, we have a fun show called You're Entitled to Your Opinion, which is about reviews, interviews, just really pop culture stuff that's on my mind. But thank you, friends, for returning. I appreciate you always being here. You've got me in the basement on a Saturday morning. I am drinking a cup of coffee, just finished my long run, and I'm just excited to share with you what I have to talk about today. Now, I had the amazing privilege of going to North Carolina this week, going to Campbell University again. Now, my friend, Professor Laura Graham, invited me to come teach. Now, I had the opportunity last year, to do that with her MBA class. It was a long, like 4-hour class. But here, she asked me to teach 2 marketing classes. So on the first one, I taught intro to email marketing, and we went through things like lead pages and nurturing and that kind of thing. But the second class was really a essential skills of owning a marketing agency, or a day in the life of owning a marketing company. Well, I got a ton of feedback from the students on that one specifically. And what I had done in that seminar is I shared my daily schedule. Like, this is what it looks like to run a marketing agency. But in it, it's actually a picture of how I am productive, a picture of how I get things done. So, what I'd like to do with this podcast is present my schedule as a way to get things done. And I do not ask anyone to follow my schedule. I've always told people I don't ask anybody to do as much as I do. You can do as much or as little as you want, but I want to show how I map out my weeks so that I can be productive. And so along that way, because guys, I've got 4 podcasts. I've got a coaching call every Thursday. We have the 3rd Tuesday Thrive series. We've got the 4th Tuesday Capitalized Marketing Labs. We're now doing Decade in a Day once a month. And we have lots of wonderful things going on in the midst of all of that. And the only way I can do that and get in my running and get time with my family is to have a schedule. So I'm going to share with you my personal schedule. So think of it this way. This scheduled is a way in which you can be productive. And I encourage you to take the tools within this schedule, adapt it for your own, and then make sure you are accomplishing your goals by being productive. We don't want to get to the end of the day and go, what have I done? And we don't want to get to the end of the week and go, where did my week go? Time is just too valuable. At age 55, I've got 30 plus 35 summers left. I got to make sure I get my stuff done. So I try to make sure that every day is purposeful. So I have 3 slides to share with you. I don't share a lot of slides typically on the show or on my videos, but I want to do that today. And I'm going to share my personal schedule for productivity so you can get a lot of stuff done, or if you don't mind me saying it, you can get a lot of shit done. So let's hop in. So I'm going to start by sharing my Monday. Here we go. This is my Monday and Friday schedule. Okay. This is Monday and Friday. Here's what I do. I wake up at 4:15 most days. Sometimes I wake up at 4 or even 3:45, but typically I wake up at 4:15 naturally. My goal is to be out of the door at the latest by 5 o'clock. And I'm running. I'm going to run an hour to an hour and 15 on Mondays and Fridays. That's very typical for me. I come back by 6:15 and I have my breakfast. I eat the same breakfast every single day. It's a smoothie. And then I get ready, get my shower. My goal is to be out of the door by 7 o'clock every single day. I then like to sit down with a cup of coffee. I either go to a coffee shop or to my office, and I drink coffee. I do my personal journal and affirmations, and I do my personal marketing. And now that's on top of what I've already scheduled for my content to go out. I have scheduled content to go on all my platforms, but then I do personal marketing at 7 o'clock. So that's going to be posting on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and it might even be personal emails at that point in time. At 8 a.m., I'm available for calls. Sometimes that's a call with my business partner who I own a salon with. Sometimes That is making calls with clients. Sometimes I have calls scheduled, people I'm coaching. But that 8 to 9 area right there, it is free for that kind of thing. Admin calls. Now at 9 a.m., by 9 a.m., if I don't have a meeting, I want to do client marketing and content creation. And so that means I'm either working for clients or working for me. Typically, that is focused on working for Capitalize. But I want to do that unless I have a meeting until noon. I just grind out 3 hours worth of work. You can get so much done in 3 hours. At noon, I have either a personal or a business lunch. If it's a business lunch, it's going to take me about an hour. And that means I've got drive time before and after. If it's a personal lunch, it's about 15 minutes. Sometimes I don't even stop, but sometimes I do. I'll stop and I'll have 15 minutes, or I'll speak to Nancy, my graphic artist and friend. By 1, I'm back at meetings, client marketing, or content creation. I'm either meeting with people or I'm back to client and content creation. I get home by 4, and then I do the exact same thing at home until 6. And then typically on Mondays and Fridays by 6 p.m., my day ends. And I spend the evening on Mondays and Fridays with my wife, Amy, or if the kids are in town, or if I'm getting time with friends. That is my schedule for Mondays and Fridays. Now, there's tons of flexibility in there. I do not have there's a few in there, but I don't have the do not talk to me, because I know that on Monday mornings, 9 to 12, I typically can just get stuff done because people don't want to meet then. So that's usually incredibly productive. But if you look at that, I've got 9 to 12, 1 to 4, and then 4 to 2. I mean, in that, I've got 8 hours of personal marketing or client marketing. I can get so much done in that time. Imagine a schedule like this for yourself where you're saying, I'm going to wake up here, I'm going to be out the door here, I'm going to eat the same thing here, this time is blocked for this, and I'm going to end my day here. Amazingly, just amazing opportunities for productivity. So that is my Monday and my Friday. Now here's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is different because my wife Amy works Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. It is the same schedule practically, but with longer in the evenings. Up at 4:15, out by 5, back by 6:15, 7 o'clock out the door, 8 a.m. calls. You can look at it. It is practically the same in every way, except my day ends later. Because if Amy is working and not going to get home till 8:30, what am I going to do? Sit around and just watch a movie and do nothing? No, that's an opportunity for me to write books. It's an opportunity for me to create videos. It's an opportunity for me to do podcasting. And so I map out this schedule the exact same. And again, there's opportunities in there for me to meet people. You see that 1 o'clock, I can meet with clients at that point in time, but I can either be working for my clients or I'm working for me. And that's the way I think about it. I'm either doing client care or I'm doing marketing for the company. And it's the exact same schedule. It just goes later in the day. Because again, excuse me, if Amy is working till 8:30, I'm going to work until 8:30. So on those days, I just am able to get so much done. And in that, there's flexibility. If I get a chance to meet with a potential client at 10:30 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, I'm going to take that. I am. But if not, I know what I'm going to do. So I never at any point in time have to go, what should I be doing right now? Because within this, I also have things broken down how I'm doing the marketing for us. That's a different podcast for a different day. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, exact same, but I get to go later. Now, I'm not done yet because I choose one day per weekend, typically Saturdays, to get a lot of work done. Let me show you that. So on Saturdays, one day per weekend, I wake up at 4:15. I still get up the same. So today is Saturday. I actually got up around 4. And then I'm going to do a long run. I'm going to run for at least 2 hours. Today I ran for 3. 8 a.m. breakfast, get ready. 9 a.m. time with family, 9 to 2. So typically I'm going to get 5 hours on Saturdays. And so like with Amy, we're going to go for a walk today, might watch an episode of television. We're going to hang out, but then she works on Saturday evenings. By 2 p.m. today, I'll be recording podcasts. And then here's important, this on Saturdays, that 3 to 8:30, that is my day for scheduling. I'm going to get into Go High Level. And I'm going to schedule all my content for the week, and I'm schedule all the clients' content for the week that I am controlling. We have people who do some of that, but now I'm going to make sure that by the end of today, I've got a base of content scheduled all week long, and my clients have all their scheduled. I'm not creating content for them. I've either done it or my graphic artist has already done it. But at 8:30 tonight on this Saturday, I will have a base. I will have at least 3 pieces of content for every page on every platform for us scheduled out already. So that means there's 3 LinkedIn posts going out on my page, 3 LinkedIn posts going out on my business page. There's 3 TikToks going out. There's 3 going out and Capitalize Your Best Life. Everything is scheduled out for us. I will start the week with 21 pieces of content on every page on every platform for us. And I will make sure that either between me or my graphic artist, all the work for the clients is done. That is set. And then I also have the opportunity for recording podcasts and writing, that kind of thing. And I'm gonna go till 8:30 tonight. And so then that's my weekend. Now, the only day I'm not sharing in here is Sundays. I don't have anything planned on Sundays. I will do about an hour of work, typically, just some low level stuff I've got to do, but none of this. I will try to sleep in. I'm still going to run. But that is how I create productivity. Now, let me share a few things. I'm going to stop the share. If you want to be productive, if you want to get a lot of stuff done, you've got to have a base scheduled every single day. You can't wake up and go, what am I going to do today? Because everything's going to crash in, or you're just not going to feel like working. But if you know, I wake up at this time, I exercise at this time, I eat at this time, I stop at this time. If I don't have something pressing, an outside meeting or someone who needs me between 9 and 12, I do this thing. This scheduled gives flexibility. So that's the old Jocko Willink quote: discipline equals freedom. If I want freedom, I create the discipline to get things done. If I want to leave early one day, I leave early one day. Yesterday and Friday, I left the office at 3 because we were hanging out with friends. And so I didn't go till 6 o'clock last night. I went out and hung out with friends and had a great time. Why? Because I got so much stuff done during the week. But I knew this morning that I was going to wake up at 4 and I was going to go run for 3 hours, which is what I typically do on a Saturday. Now, Amy and I are going to get some time together, and then I'm going to knock stuff out. And then tomorrow we get a full day together, just minimal work on that day. So, friends, if you want to have productivity, you've got to have a scheduled. That scheduled will allow for flexibility, but you're the one who's got to hold you accountable. Now, let me offer this. If you would like to create a pathway for personal and professional and physical freedom, I encourage you to reach out to us. Through our Capitalize Your Best Life program, we offer coaching programs that encompass the personal and the professional. We're also now offering coaching programs for fitness. And we also offer, of course, the Capitalize Your Best program that's going to help you grow your business. One way or the other, don't go this alone. I have coaches and they speak into my life every single day. For you, get a coach. I'd love to work with you or find someone else. But I will tell you this, when it comes down to it, it's still up for you to do the work. So I hope this has been helpful. This is how I get stuff done. I hope it's how you can get some stuff done. And if you have any questions, reach out. Before I leave, I invite you to join the Capitalize Your Best community. This is an online community apart from social media. It costs $29 a month, and in it, you receive daily, weekly, and monthly coaching surrounding the 10 pillars of capital that I talk about in the Capitalize Your Best Daily Reader. We have the Thursday coaching call at 11 a.m., and on Wednesday night, Pam Cooper leads a book club study around the Capitalize Your Best Daily Reader. There's tons of great stuff in there. There's three courses that you can choose to purchase and go from there. If you'd like a free 7-day trial, reach out to me. I think it's a community that you would enjoy, and it's just a group of people who want to grow and be high performers. So friends, check it out. If you're interested, reach out to me. We have a lot of great events coming up. I'll share them with you later. But also, if you're listening to this on Monday, I remind you that on Tuesday, we have the Coach Training Partners podcast. Got some fun things planned for that in there. Thanks for listening, friends. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.